How are all you fine ladies and gentlemen of YouTube doing today? I am here for another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This one is actually an NU match as opposed to a UU match like I would usually do. And that's because I've been trying to get into NU. It's a pretty cool tier. This was basically the first team that I could throw together. You know, I know that my very first Wi-Fi battle video was NU, or maybe it was RU or something like that. But nonetheless, you know, I'm trying to get into the tier for real because that was just me kind of derping around, getting into the whole metagame ideal and playing competitively and all this. But on the team preview, you know, you can see pretty much typical stuff. He has a Swallow, so I pretty much go ahead and safely assume that it's a Guts like mine is. You know, the bigger threats mainly are the Seismitoad and maybe even the Muck and also the Persian a little bit. I was sort of predicting the Persian to be a little bit more of a revenge killer with Fake Out and all that stuff. But I really didn't know who he would lead off with, to be completely honest. I was kind of figuring Persian, since it can do an easy fake out and all that stuff. But this was actually a battle with a subscriber. He just started tweeting at me saying he wanted to battle me. So we exchanged friend codes and it went from there. If you guys want to battle me, just PM me your friend code and your whatever tiers you would want to play. And I guess if I'm free or whatever, then I'll get back to you sometime. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So, he ends up leading off with his Persian, and I let off with my Golem, because my Golem is basically my Stealth Rock's lead, and he can usually do some certain stuff. You know, 9 out of 10 times he's my lead. He just goes to do a fake out just to get, like, just a little bit of damage done on me. I, of course, resisted it, though. And my Golem is just sort of a little bit of a tank in some ways. He goes ahead and U-turns a physical tank, you know. It takes stuff pretty well, but in the same sense, it is pretty offensive. You know, it's just a lefty set with Stealth Rocks and a couple of physical moves. I go ahead and set up the rocks because I did figure, you know, fake out, U-turn. He was just wanting to get out of there and do a little bit of damage in the process because he really didn't want to take too much of a physical attack, and I didn't want to take anything from this. I didn't know if he could have some sort of water move or if this thing could even do like Earthquake or whatever. So I actually switched out in my Drift Blim to not take an Earthquake because I figured that'd be an okay bet, and I figured it could take a Surf or whatever just a little bit better, but it actually didn't take that very well, and I only get in one good Shadow Ball. I wasn't sure whether or not to go for the Calm Mind there and get my defense up. I wasn't sure if that would be enough to let me live another Surf or whatever, like an extra one. But I just go for the Giga Drain on my Viper really quick because I figured that that would get it out really quick. I didn't even need any health because he hadn't set up any entry hazards as of now. So, you know, and he sends out his Muck right here. And I really didn't know exactly what to do. I didn't want to take too much from this thing, you know, because my Viper is a choice spec, so a Giga Drain wasn't going to do anything to it anyway. So I go ahead and send out my Golem because I was sort of imagining some sort of poison move that could potentially poison me, and I thought, alright, you know, as much as I don't want to get anyone poisoned, might as well get one of my bulkier Pokemon poisoned, and plus he's a physical attacker, so that would mean that he couldn't get burnt later on, you know, if he was poisoned. So I had gone for the Rock Blast, predicting him to change out, I think, into Swallow, because I was thinking that he wouldn't want to take an EQ and would change out into Swallow, so I had went for the Rock Blast, a little bit over predicting this guy. But this wasn't really that competitive of a match. I really should have mentioned that in the beginning. This was just for fun, which you guys should be able to tell by how short the video is, that it wasn't that competitive. And I live by 2 health because he gets a crit there, so you can decide whether or not that was bullshit that I lived, but, you know, because it could be argued that that was bullshit that he got a crit. But anyways, so I barely live it, you know, and I get that last little EQ on him, and he had gotten 2 crits, like, what the dump. But anyway, he goes for another fake out, and I was seriously hoping that it would do just little enough damage to where I could live it again, like living on the skin of my teeth there, but no, it actually did kill me. And I had sent out my Swallow, and I just go for the Protect, so that way I can get my Flame Orb activated, because I really didn't want to take anything like a return from this thing, because Swallow is a cool Guts Pokemon, but he is really, really frail, I guess, you know. Like, Heracross can usually be really good in UU, Conkeldurr is okay in OU, but Swallow, I do realize, you know, he's kind of a bad option, I don't know, but he sends out his Monferno because he, I guess, was probably wanting me to probably drain down my health. Either that or he may have just not had anything else he really wanted to send out. I really don't know, but that would be my guess that he was trying to do that. I use Steel Wing on my Swallow because in case I run into rock types and stuff like that. I actually think it's a pretty decent choice as opposed to what's the other really typical Swallow move? I honestly forget, but I just go for that because it's kind of unexpected too, you know, and Swellow can outspeed a lot of rock types, and I just go for the Scald on my Wartortle because I didn't know if he would change out or not, and I figured even if he does change out, then I could maybe get a burn on something. But he could have changed out into that Swellow, and I could have burnt that and activated his guts, but it really wouldn't have been a big idea because as I said at the beginning of the match, I sort of already assumed that it was a guts set, so you know, and see, now he has a Toxic Orb, which further makes me believe that. So you know, he just keeps going for the Brave Birds on me, gets a little bit of recoil, and he does knock out my Wartortle before I'm able to get in another hit on him, and that poison keeps hitting him pretty hard. I go ahead and send out my Cryogonal, I think, I don't even fucking know, hoping that I could outspeed it and go for an Ice Beam or just really anything to knock it out at this point, but he does actually outspeed me. However, his Toxic Orb finishes him off, and that is the game. I would like to thank you all for watching. Hope you have a nice day, and goodbye.